Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. I wasn't going to do a video on this, but I started tearing this apart and I wanted to show you what happened to this so it won't happen to you. So anyways, hope you enjoy the video. The customer dropped this deck off. It's off a Troy-Bilt riding lawnmower, a TB42. It's a 42-inch deck and a Troy-Bilt riding lawnmower. Anyways, they said in tall grass only one side was cutting and it was making like weird sounds. So this bolt here is almost ready to fall off, or this nut was almost ready to fall off. And see how it ground into that shaft? These little stars acted like cutters. And it just ground into that shaft right there. And that's, I almost can imagine what happened when they put this on. The stars didn't line up and they put the nut on. Then they hit something and it probably fell into place with the star. Then it just started wobbling around and it just eventually ground the star all the way down and it started grinding to that. And I called them and told them about it. And they says, well, can't you just put a new nut on there? And it's a safety issue, you know, with this star gone and half that shaft gone. You put a nut and you hit something, there's a good chance that's going to break off and this thing, you know, could go flying out, hit somebody's leg or something. So I told them the best thing to do is we just need to replace this whole quill assembly or blade hub assembly or whatever you want to call it. And they says, well, okay, but you know, you think about it. If that thing ever coming down hits somebody, your medical bill is going to be way more than $100. I think Troy-Bilt's made by MTD, and I think their spindles are right around between $90 and $109, somewhere in there. That's way cheaper than somebody getting hurt. But here's a new nut, and here's the one that was on there. So it's very important when you put these blades on these stars. You know, AYP, they have a 5-point star too, but it's a little bit different than the MTDs, but it's basically the same thing. It's just so important to make sure that blade fits on that star. Then you tighten it up, because if you don't get on that star, you'll tighten this up, then you hit something, and it'll push that blade back in the star. Then you got that, you know, where the blade was tight when it was outside the star. Well, the star is gone, so you got like what, a 16th of an inch of play in there, and that's what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and pop these 4 bolts out. Sometimes they'll break off. These are coming out good. And let's go ahead and pop this out here. Just gonna have to move the brake pad off this. Let's see how it just ground that down. And even if they can't afford to pay for the whole thing now, I'd rather have them make payments and not let anybody get hurt. And we're going to put an original MTD quill assembly on there, blade assembly, whatever you want to call it, mandrels or whatever. You can buy cheaper ones on Amazon or eBay. I have nothing against that. It's just I always try putting name brand stuff on here when I can. It just, you know, the quality is a little bit better. But I have nothing against some cheap knockoffs. I ain't gonna put them on here. But then when you put these on, I recommend using new bolts too, because I'm self-tapping self-tapping bolts, when you put them on there, you know, they could stretch out a little bit, then you have a better risk of them breaking when you put it on your new spindle. And it's almost impossible to get them out, so you basically ruined a new spindle. We got one started here, so kind of get this one snugged a little bit. Keep them all kind of loose till you get them all started. Alrighty. Now these new ones come with a grease zerk on them right there. I'm gonna go and pack that full of grease. If it was one of them cheaper knockoff ones, I'd pop the pulley off and take the inside covers off the sealed bearings. Okay, now we'll install the new blades. And always make sure the wings go up in the deck, and on these blades here it says grass side, so this will go like here. And this is the most important thing, and make sure they get on that star. That's the most important thing, because I think what happened last time, it was on there like that, and they went and tightened it up, and they were mowing along and hit something hard. Now I can't even get that off now. Then they hit something hard and it fell into place, and then you got that much play in there. And I think that's what happened to that other one. So important. It goes in that star. That's pretty much what I wanted to show you on this. We'll go ahead and put a new blade on the other side. So the wings up in the deck. Okay, now they're ready to go, and I don't have to worry about somebody getting hurt. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I wasn't going to do a video on this, but I just wanted to show you what could happen, and I just hate seeing people get hurt. And if it costs a little money to make it so you're not going to get hurt, it's well worth it in the end. Anyways, appreciate you watching the video. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. Anyways, you have a good afternoon.